Hold on.
Already started mine. It's
Hold on.
recording. We'll do it live.
Hold on.
We'll do it live.
Hold on.
Do it.
Hold
Do it. Press the button.
on. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, hello?
Hold on. Hold on.
The hell is going on?
I don't know, but everybody on my end is here. And hold on.
Hold on. Hold on.
It's going. It's going, guys.
Here we go. Yes. 3.
Hold on to the night.
Hello, fellow gamers and fans of Everquest. Brought to you by the great people at Project 1999. It's Corvellis the Druid, guys. I'm level 23. 3 blues into level 23, guys. And tonight I'm with a great group of friends. We have Nonal the Pirate.
Hey, I'm a pirate?
Yeah, you're a black pirate, dude. Come on, dude. So, what are you doing right now on your character? Where you at? What's going on, man?
I am playing Makasupa, my shaman, Ixar shaman, and I have got him to 44, almost 45.
Congratulations.
So, getting some levels, trying to get him up there, so maybe if Doom wants some buffs someday to group with or whatever, that's kind of the idea anyway, so.
Very nice.
I hear some Shadow Knight shaman action happening sometime soon.
Oh, that Soul B, good. That's good partnership right there, man. Come on over.
Yep.
Stuff. Now, Cypher Deck, who are you playing? Tell us a little bit about what's going on with your character that you're playing right now.
I am playing Brigus, the sexy halfling. I make my own cheese and make my own jum juice.
No idea what that means, guys, but it scares me. And last but certainly not least, guys, we've got our good friend AC Gamer.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode.
Now, AC, tell us a little bit about your character, man, and what you hope to achieve in the future.
Well, he's a level 24 Shadow Knight. And to be honest, guys, as far as what I see this guy doing in the future, he's going to get maxed out one day. But I am enjoying the journey with this guy because he is a recreation of the very first character I ever had when I first joined. And it's been a different journey this time around. The first time, it was a lot of looking for groups and waiting long periods of time before I found one. Do we want a rogue? Yeah, let's go ahead and get one.
What level is he, dude?
Red?
Okay. I'll take your, okay, that's a level. Yeah,
he's
red.
in Clue.
29 too high? Probably not, right? 22, 29?
Oh, no, he's 29? Really?
Yeah, that. I don't know what are the levels in the group. I'm 23. I don't think that would be. Dude, he's gonna own everything though. Dude, it's gonna be sad. Dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't get any experience on that last one.
Yeah, he may be too high level.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to let him know.
Yeah, no experience.
Yeah. Yeah, you're killing us, dude. But thanks for trying to join and ruining our party, dude. Okay, what am I doing? Well, I was doing something. I was unloading a buff, and there was nudity involved.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay. Oh boy, what? Nudity?
Yeah.
I like nudity too, dude. Nudity's. What happened? Did we lose somebody?
Yeah, he left. Because we weren't
Donald
getting.
left?
No. We weren't getting any experience, so he
okay.
took off.
The guy you were complaining about.
Anybody here like country music, dude? Any of you guys like country music?
I live in Texas, so.
So what does that mean?
that
What does
didn't answer
Texas
the
have to do with
question,
country
Macy.
music?
It answers two questions at the same time, so.
I like old country
Does
music.
it?
I like
You just have to infer from what that might actually mean for you.
Waylon
That's the-
Jennings.
PC's way of saying he doesn't like country, but he was in Texas.
It means that I used to listen to country music, but you get so saturated with it after a while,
I'm sure it's blasting from every
corner of everything, every truck you see.
Every orifice.
down where you live, dude.
Yeah, I lived in a small town when I first grew up, and there was like 2 country stations in there, and they were both number 1. And I moved to Houston. Houston has like 7, and they're all number 1 apparently. So you can answer that one.
Did you see that? The rogue's actual name is Stained Pantaloons. That is fucking amazing, dude. I love that.
Stained Pantaloons needs to meet Teabaggins.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, dude. But kudos to the name if you see this video, Stained. That is it's just awesome. I like it a lot. All right, let's start dotting people up, man, because they deserve it.
Yep.
Now, are you snaring, AC?
I am, but if you're gonna snare, then I will forgo that spell so I can save some mana.
Okay, then I'll be glad to, dude. I'll be glad to snare, because my snare costs extremely little mana. I'm high on living you.
You know,
Sorry, I'm not a big fan of country music either. I do like some Johnny Cash and some of the older music. I know everybody says, "Oh, I like Johnny Cash," but I also like Conway Twitty, all that old stuff, dude. So but I'm mostly a metalhead. Mostly a metalhead.
is Johnny Cash country? I wouldn't really consider him.
He was more of
He's
country rock.
country.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would go more with country or rock on that one, to be honest.
Outlaw
Well,
country,
he-
dude. Outlaw country.
Like George Strait is country, Clint Black is country. I wouldn't go with. I mean, I like his stuff. Like the Burning Ring of Fire is definitely a good song, but
You would probably be the only person in the world that I've ever met that wouldn't consider Johnny Cash country.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
like-
later in his career, he went full gospel.
Now he had that remake of a Nine Inch Nails song, "Hurt." I love that song, dude.
He does it great.
Yeah, he did a really good job of it, and he was like 80 something when he sang it, man. And, it was awesome.
man, you're a good
Oh,
singer, man.
It was after he lost his wife and
Hey.
stuff too, man. It was like perfect. You know what I mean? Time,
Yeah,
perfect timing for the sad
for
song,
horribleness,
you know?
right
God,
there.
I don't what a terrible thing to say, dude.
Right.
Jeez.
You could tell it was like really heartfelt, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I get what you're saying, but it's still like perfect timing. He just lost his
Sorry?
wife.
Well, I
It's like,
mean,
wow.
yeah.
What a dick.
I'm assuming that's why he did it.
I would love you, Donald. Just play it, dude.
Isn't that how songwriters or whatever kind of the things they go through is how they come up with hits and stuff?
Yeah,
you know? Like,
I think that's what all writers, all good writers, use life experience to put emotions and stuff into their writing and their yeah, I can definitely see that being a thing.
yeah, insert country joke here about you lost your wife, your dog, your truck, your job.
Right.
Yeah.
Hit the rewind button on it, you get them all back.
Yeah, so what do you get when you play a country song backwards?
Exactly.
They're really not all that bad. I mean, I like them. Just
There's some really good country songs, man, like the Four Horsemen by Willie Nelson and Chris Christopherson and Waylon Jennings and I always forget Merle Haggard. I love that song, man. I love that. It's a great song, dude. So some songs. My mom was country, and she listened to country and she listened to 80s rock and roll. And I'm talking about like Simon and Garfunkel and early Phil Collins and bands like that. And I grew up with that stuff, and I hated it because I thought I hated it because I was listening to Metallica and Slayer when I was 11 years old, and I thought I was hardcore and Billy Badass, and my music was the only valid music. And now I love Peter Gabriel, I love Phil Collins, I love all those old songs that she used to play. She had this little record player, and she'd play these little records, and she'd dance with us, and she'd get up there, and and those memories. I don't know if it's the music that I love or if it's just the memories that we made together of those old songs that I love. But
Probably
either
both.
way, so many good memories, man.
Phil Collins too, man. Phil Collins is a great singer.
I agree with you, man. I do enjoy Phil Collins. Like back in the day, like I told you, it was Slayer. I think I was just an idiot, but I thought that Slayer and heavy metal were the only music that anybody could ever possibly love, and that everything else was emptiness and dumb and
You're like those kids in South Park, then, right? Hanging out in the back, bunch of posers.
yeah, the emo kids.
We're not the vampire kids. We're here first.
Was Phil Collins the Sledgehammer, like that
that's-
video or whatever?
Yeah, with the faces on it.
That was like groundbreaking. You know what I mean? Like changing the industries. That Sledgehammer video, if I remember right.
Wait, is it? Which one are you thinking of? The Sledgehammer song from the?
Is that him? Is that Phil Collins?
Wait, it depends. There's two Sledgehammer ones. Phil Collins did one where he's like hidden faces with sledgehammers. I think you're talking about the other one that's Thum singing right now in the background.
Yeah, what's that one?
Sledgehammer.
The one with
Yeah,
like little fishies and stuff.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that was a different one. That wasn't Phil Collins.
I didn't know there was two.
Well, the other one's not called Sledgehammer, but
It's just him hitting people in the face with sledgehammer.
oh, they're rocks. They're like,
Sledgehammer.
yeah, that's a different one. That's not Phil Collins.
Oh, who is that?
Good songs on Peter Gabriel.
Oh, Peter Gabriel. Okay. Well, I like Peter Gabriel better than Phil Collins.
They're both. They're almost similar, man. I think
Yeah.
they even both. Didn't they both play for Genesis?
Are they related?
No, I don't think Peter Gabriel was in that. I know.
Am I wrong about that? Could I possibly be wrong
I
for the
think-
first time in my life?
I think you might be, man, for the first time.
Wow, this is a unique experience, guys. It's a new feeling.
Willie Nelson was in Genesis as well. So I'm just throwing out names.
Beat him with a baseball bat while after setting him on
Oh,
fire.
it gets so ridiculous the more we tell it. For long, his girlfriend's gonna be launching him up into space.
She packed enough gunpowder into a sleeping bag, dude.
To make it a what? A giant firecracker?
Exactly, dude. I mean, come on, you know. Shed my skin.
The one thing that I heard about Willie Nelson that I thought was just horrible was that his money manager took all his money away from him, and didn't pay like his taxes for like 10 years or something. So the IRS came after him, but like, we realize you just lost all your money, so this is a horrible time for you. But you owe us like millions of dollars in taxes for the last few years. We didn't come after you then because we knew you had it, but now that you don't, you owe it. Yeah. I'm like, you guys are jerks.
Government at work. Yeah, I love those guys.
But you know, his friends and his fans came together and they're like, "We'll hold some tribute bands for you, some concerts. We'll do something to help you get that money back and pay it back." So I think he's in the black now, but for a while there he was hurting, man.
I hope so,
I
man.
saw him just like 2 years ago.
What, in
Person
person?
at a concert?
Yeah, with Alison Krauss. Alison Krauss opened for him.
And now I love her voice. She's got a.
Oh, she's amazing.
Is she
one
as
of my
good at
favorite
concert as she is on her records?
Better, dude. Better.
Yeah, I would say I would like to go to a show by her then.
Yes, she's amazing. Have you guys ever heard of an artist named John Prine? He is one of my absolute favorites.
I hate that guy.
Seriously.
He doesn't even know.
What
heard
a
of it.
dick.
He is a
he's
dick.
kinda-
I hate him, dude. You're right.
He's been around.
Still
for
owes me
years,
$20,
like-
man.
Oh wow! But anyway, check it out. He's kind of like a Bob Dylan, kind of a country folk, but kind of zany. I mean, like humorous or whatever. He's pretty cool.
Have you guys heard of Unknown Henson?
Is he
heard
one
of
of the Hanson brothers?
No, he's the voice for Early Collar in the Squidbillies, man, and he also goes around and does concerts, and he's hilarious. He sings funny country songs and stuff like that, and I love him to death, man. I love him for the fact that he's in. Okay, I'm rooting the one you're attacking, bro. So
No, get the warrior.
too late.
I'm
that the
attacking
guy
the
that-
shaman.
Too late.
Is that the guy that sings the streak? That's why they call me the streak
No,
or whatever.
I actually did see him in concert. I forget his name. Let me Google it.
Wasn't there a bigger guy that sang the funny like Weird Al versions of country songs?
Ray Stevens. That's who that was. Ray Stevens
Yeah.
saying, yeah. And he had a lot of hilarious songs.
Is he the one who did Fish Heads?
I think so. The talking fish thing or whatever.
Yeah. Or Fish Heads, something, fish heads.
I think that's Benny Hill. Is what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
Eat 'em up, yum.
Benny Hill, isn't he the guy that does the English song?
Yeah, he's always chasing the naked women and
yeah.
stuff
They pat him on the head. Really?
Really?
That's what that song does, dude. Seriously.
But that guy was like
Sounds like a horror movie version of it.
overweight and bald and old, and he always had women around him, man.
Yeah, like, he's a TV star, dude.
It's a great show.
When you-
Dude.
this is on there for a long time. They got another one now. It's
Because they had naked women on this TV program, dude. What are you guys not getting about that?
they weren't quite naked, but
There was naked women on the TV show.
They
Yeah.
were naked.
They were naked. They were topless, dude.
But when I was
I thought
7
they had
years old,
those-
they were naked enough.
I thought they had those tassels and stuff. So not quite
Oh,
completely.
Some of them showed nipple, dude. I remember I was a kid, and it was made a very, very...
Thing was
big-
popping in the VCR. He had Betamax.
It impacted your life?
It was on the TV. I think it was on BBC.
No, it was always like they'd be walking and this like their skirt or something dropped, like a plant would come in. You know what I mean? Like would pop up, like walk by a tree and block it right at the last second or something. You know what I mean? That's what they did on that show. They never showed nudity.
So it's kind of like what they do in the Hot Shots movies, where the guys. Oh no, it was the Dr. Evil movies. What were those called? The Austin Powers. When she's eating a sausage and he's like leaning back.
Yeah, pretty much like that.
Yeah. I don't watch too many English shows. Their humor, and I wish I got it. I just don't, and I should because my mom's English. So
I love English humor, man. It's funny, man. It's funny. Terry Pratchett, such a great author. Douglas Adams, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Those books, man, are on my shelf and they're treasured. And I just love them. I love English humor. I get it, man. It's great. It's freaking awesome. Monty Python, Search for the Holy Grail, The Life of Brian. All this, I mean, the parrot sketch, Monty Python and the Flying Circus. It's just amazing. It's awesome stuff, dude.
somebody's killing our mobs down here.
Well, tell them to stop, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, stop being meanies, guys. Leave our moms alone.
Jeez.
The Meaning of Life was a great one too. If you've seen that one.
Yes,
Yeah.
all that stuff, man. My little brother actually started buying the seasons of Monty Python and the Flying Circus, and me and him will every once in a while we'll just sit down and rewatch them, and it's hilarious, man. I love it. John Cleese's my favorite, so yeah, I'm actually
Room pop.
Yep.
All right, I'm on my way back.
Are you reading him? Okay, you got it.
Rooted. Yeah. Go ahead and snare him also. That way it takes him a little bit longer to get to me whenever he comes to attack me.
He is snared. And don't have any buffs to actually give you, brother.
That's all right. I need to give buffs to people anyway.
No.
I'm almost back.
So
Loaded up. I have strength buff, but that wouldn't. I need to cast it on Velaz when he gets back, actually. Or do you have my strength on you right now, dude? Velaz? AC?
I do have a strength on me right now. I didn't know who you were talking to because I thought you were talking to Cypher. Yeah, I do have a strength on.
Okay, very good.
okay,
I thought I cast it.
I do not have root Memdet at the current moment.
Okay, I've got root up, so I'll take over those two. Be glad to.
Now, do you have a favorite, English movie out of all times, or a TV show? It could be a TV show as well.
Doctor Who. I'm a big Doctor Who fan. David Tennant. David Tennant. I watched faithfully during David Tennant's, I think it was 2-year run. And I just really, really enjoyed those shows. I remember, I remember Doctor Who back in the day, man. The guy with the curly hair when I was growing up. I remember watching those episodes and just being like, whoa, the alien worlds, the alien creatures and stuff like that. It was freaking so cool for a little kid to see.
Those rainbow scars. Down, down, down.
Now, you're also a really big Doctor Who fan, right?
No, I actually can't stand Doctor Who, but my brother was huge. He watched all of them. He had his favorites and things of that sort. I don't know. They were, like I said, it's English things. I just don't get it, man. I wish I did because there's so many shows that people are passionate about. And that was one of them because I love sci-fi shows. But that one, I don't know, man. I watched it. It made my head hurt. I didn't understand what was going on. I was like, why?
Communists often have a hard time understanding.
Yeah, I guess so, man. I guess so because it was just, it was beyond me, man. It was beyond, it was just so confusing. I was like, none of this made any sense.
Then my pick for my favorite British is gonna be even weirder for you. Mine was Mr. Bean. I absolutely love watching Mr. Bean.
I actually did like a few of Mr. Bean's movies that came out in the 90s or whatever. They brought him back.
The movies weren't what I liked. I liked the actual TV show, wherever he's trying to make a fish sandwich and he's killing the fish on the bench. Things like that, or he's driving one of those 3-wheel vehicles and he's trying to figure a way to get out of a parking lot. Things like that.
The one skit that I remember is he picks up a penny that somebody dropped and he's trying to give it to him while they stand in line for a movie theater. And he ends up breaking everybody's arms and legs and destroying the movie theater itself. And he doesn't even realize he's doing it. By the time he turns around, everybody's gone and the ambulances are picking people up. That was hilarious to me. But That's one of the only ones now that you mentioned that. That's actually
What about
that's
the
a good
Pink
one.
Panther movies, guys? Did you guys ever watch the Pink Panther movies?
I didn't like
Yeah.
those.
Me either.
I enjoyed them. I thought they were funny, man.
Steve Martin, right?
He was in the new one. He was in the new one, but I'm talking about the Peter Sellers one, the old classic one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, Shaman is rooted.
Gentleman here.
What about you, Donald? Do you have a favorite one, man?
I was searching my memory for it, and the only thing I really remember is Benny Hill, man. I mean, I watched that with my grandpa and stuff, so that probably has the best nostalgia to it, for me.
That's a good one, man. You don't have to do better than that.
The Knights Who Have Knee, the Knights of Knee, or whatever it was.
That's Monty Python, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I guess those are good also.
The first scene I ever saw with Monty Python was the scene, I guess, in The Black Knight where they chop off his arms and his legs.
Yeah.
And he's like, come back here, I'll bite your legs off and stuff. And I was like, I don't get it. I just don't. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Army of Darkness and that kind of humor that they were doing with it. But at least with Army of Darkness, it just had me cracking up. The one with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of Bruce Campbell ever since the first Evil Deads, man. And he was, I think he was in something even before that, but that's where I remember him from. And Evil Dead was just, it had shock value.
Mm-hmm. It was a good horror movie.
Yeah, and it was so bloody and so like gory. It was gore, and I loved it, man. I loved stuff like that back in the day. We got to pop, guys. We got to add or something.
Got two of them. You got two of them.
Shaman is rooted. Shaman is rooted.
I'm at 12% mana.
You're out of mana? Okay, though. I'm going to root the warrior. And then I'm going to take over hills, guys. So
This one's almost dead, so I'll take on the shaman here in a second.
It's definitely not
they're
a
both-
favorite English or British show, but have you guys heard or seen a little bit of Orphan Black? It's not a bad. It's like a sci-fi. It's on BBC and Sci-Fi, I think. So
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it though. They keep advertising the crap out of it, so.
yeah, it's like a female character, but she's like genetically like there's like carbon copies of her, clones of her all over the place.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool.
okay, you're back. Okay, good.
No, I'm
My
not
hill
back.
sucks.
I'm now at 100. I'm now at 1%, but
Yeah, my hill's doing 6%, where yours is doing like 15%, dude. So
yeah.
hurry back. Let me snare this guy.
What about favorite American show? You have like one that's just screams
wait a
American to you?
Are we not going to go Canadian? I mean, Canadian.
Do you guys have a favorite Canadian one? Because I
Trailer
don't.
Park Boys. Trailer Park
Kid-
Boys.
Kids in the Hall?
Oh, that's good.
Kids
I
in the
like.
Hall is good.
I'm
Yeah,
squishing your
oh,
face.
yeah.
I'm pitching your head.
Yeah.
Wasn't Everybody Loves Candy a Canadian too? Is that Canadian or not? Isn't that like the same time or not? Or do you remember that one?
Mm-mm. I
It was
don't.
a girl. It was a lady from In Living Color, I think, and she had her own show afterwards. I think I'm thinking.
Oh,
of that, right?
she's actually a Wayans.
Oh, is she? No, this
Yeah.
was a. I mean, this
That's
was a late
11:30.
mistake.
That's almost like an insult right there.
What do you mean?
Comes with certain connotations right off the bat. It's a Wayans movie. I don't know if we're gonna go see that one.
She separated herself from,
Oh,
from
did she?
others. Yeah.
She had that Siamese surgery to get away.
Oh.
Took the organs with her.
Good fact. Good fact that we're talking about in Living Color. Did you know that Jim Carrey went by James whenever he was on that show? It was only after that show he decided to actually take on Jim as his primary name.
What's his real name?
James.
His real name is James Carrey.
Yeah,
Man, that just sounds weird.
I know, right?
James
That's why he
Carrey.
changed it, dude.
Well, you know, if that was his name all this time, it would sound perfectly fine, and I probably would still think of him as a hilarious actor. But
Oh yeah.
because I know him as Jim, just saying James just doesn't quite. It doesn't quite sound right.
The first Pet Detective dude was absolute magic. The second one wasn't bad either.
Once
The second
bitten.
one wasn't good as the first, but the first Ace Ventura Pet Detective was fucking hilarious.
Did you see Once Bitten in the 80s?
Oh yes, I love that movie. I didn't consider it to be funny as Ace Ventura Pet Detective, but I liked it because it had sex in it, and not.
It didn't even have the sex in it, man. But it was
For a kid, it was very it was very naughty. It was the women in it were very attractive. I remember it being,
The vampire chick, she always wore like
she
these
was so
like
freaking
yeah,
hot, dude. And she wore these like
almost nothing clothing. Yeah, it's just kind of barely
dude, it
there,
was-
and she's very well
For
endowed.
my young self, it was very alluring movie. Yeah.
Welcome to
Really
puberty,
enjoyed it.
sir.
You know,
Actually, my favorite movie of his was Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Kate Winslet was so good looking in that
Yeah,
movie. Man.
yeah, she was.
Such a hottie.
the Majestic, man. Majestic was pretty good. The movie theater.
Now I haven't. I think I've only seen that once, but I'm not that familiar with it.
Me either.
Go over it a little bit for me, AC.
Wait, he crashes his car and he loses his memory, and they kind of take him in and they like, you know, this is who you are, and he slowly regains his memory. But I don't want to ruin anything for you if you guys go back and watch it because it's
So-
actually a really good movie.
I'm pretty
Kind of
sure
like Overboard.
Kinda, but it was a serious role.
Okay.
It wasn't really comedy at all, and that was one of the big breakaways. I mean, he had done serious roles in the past, so it's not like his very first movie or anything. But everybody knew him as comedy because he had been doing comedy
Yeah.
for so long that him doing this movie kind of reawoken people to it who knew about it, and then like for people who've never seen him as a really dramatic actor, it just showed him for the very first time that
What
he
was-
was able to do it, and he was doing it really well.
what was
Yeah.
the movie where they were filming his
Truman?
life? Actually,
Truman
yeah,
Show?
Truman was great.
the
Yeah,
Truman
that was
Show.
a
That
really good movie
too,
as well.
In case I don't see you, good morning, good evening, and good night.
And that was more of a. It was kind of a serious role. He was being a little good, but it was. I would consider that more of a serious role for him, right?
And comedy. Yeah, I mean, it was like right down the middle. Like you want a little bit of comedy in your movie, even if you're doing
Yeah.
serious.
Well, I mean, he was brought up in this ideal world where all it was sunshine. So
Who are you talking to? Because she's advertising. She's like,
Yeah.
this is the greatest product ever. And he's like, who are you talking to? I'm surprised he didn't think that was like everyday practices. Like everybody talks like that. Because
yeah.
he grew up in that environment, you know? Like only we would know that was like a commercial style, but he'd be like, yeah, my parents did that. Just occasionally bust out and be like, and this is good on soap and everything else.
Yep.
I like the actor who played the main guy. Ed Wood? Is it Ed Wood?
What's his name?
Is it Ed Wood?
No, I mean I don't know if that was his name, his character's name, but his name is. It might be Ed Wood. Let me Google that.
He's in Apollo 13. He was the flight director.
Yep.
What's another
And
good
Truman?
one? Yeah, Truman, the main guy.
He was a national treasure, bad guy in national treasure.
Yeah, he was that too. He was also in Screamers. No, that's not the same guy. That's a different guy.
Something Harris.
Ed Harris?
maybe. Full cast and crew. IMDb. We're about to learn today.
And do you guys remember the Jim Carrey movie where he was like a wrestler? Comedian, then a wrestler, and then I don't want to give away
Oh,
everything, but it was a
you're talking about
very
the one
sim-
where he plays the guy from Taxi.
Yeah. I
Oh.
think so.
I know what you're talking about. It's
No, I don't think it's a taxi.
It's the guy from Taxi. I can't remember what his name was.
He,
He has an alternate ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed Harris.
identity.
Ed Harris. There you go.
Yeah,
Harris?
yeah. All right.
the show was something morning or let me look it up.
It's almost like a documentary, except it's in movie form about the guy who played.
He was
think
a
of what his
different
name is.
actor, though.
Like Mark
in
and
that.
Mindy is that guy.
Robin Williams.
No, he's the guy who was on Taxi. He his show sometimes
the funny
contains-
guy.
Well,
Well,
he was-
they're all funny in that one. I mean,
well he
the guy from
was-
Back to the Future in that one too.
He
Doc
was
Brown.
the one that acted like an alien.
Yeah, well, that wasn't
No,
Taxi. He
that's
did that one. He was doing that one. Zorkin.
Are you talking about Mark and Mindy? That's Robin Williams.
Yeah, that's
No,
Robin.
I was thinking of that Zork one, or not Zork. I can't remember what it was called. But you guys know who I'm talking about, right? The guy from Taxi.
No, nobody.
Yeah.
knows what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
The Cypher at least knows who I'm talking about.
He's the guy who he was from like Prussia or somewhere. He had a really squeaky
Andy
voice.
Kaufman.
There you
Andy
go. Yeah,
Kaufman,
that's
yes.
it.
Yeah. Oh,
But Jim
yeah.
Carrey played the movie about that guy,
Yeah, it's a good movie too, man.
Yep.
and that's the one where he had the wrestling, and he had like an alternative personality, and he would go out there on stage and do this weird thing that nobody got, but except for him, he thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. But
Yeah. He wrestled
Well,
women. He could only wrestle women. That's
yeah.
all. And it pissed a
Well,
lot of people off, dude.
It was again. That was all his antics. He wasn't actually hurting women.
Okay, I am.
He was losing all the time.
Warrior, dude. He's rooted.
All right. Yeah, it was one of the things though is at the time, and I think even today, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people who just don't get it. You know, this unfortunately.
Oh,
is-
there's still a lot of people that are mad about the whole fact that he wrestled women, and just the way he acted during that time.
He was being sexist, overtly sexist and stuff like
Yeah,
that. But he was doing
it for his comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's a show. Yeah, it's a show.
And a lot of people didn't understand it. And so finally he got involved with a couple of real wrestlers who were actually in on the joke, man. They were right there, but they made it seem serious. They made it seem like they were actually hurting him and all this stuff like that. But it was all part of the, it's just all part of the show, dude. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is just so many people didn't see it as like it was an actual show. They thought it was like real, and they're like, I don't get it. And I think that's where it was with humor. You know, like if you got English humor or American humor, some people just don't quite grasp it, unfortunately. So
well, his whole life was built around not making other people laugh, but making himself laugh.
well, I can't fault him for it. It may not get you paid though.
No, no. And then his alter ego was even worse than he was. So
Yeah, he had a couple alter egos. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And I think when he developed cancer, I think he tried holistic medicine, and
Yep.
yeah. So yeah, he made the wrong choice. I hate to laugh about something like
Cherokee
that.
tampons, man.
Oh my god, dude.
You need to take him to the hospital.
So
You know,
bad.
a lot of that stuff actually works. Like, I know somebody with psoriasis. That's a friend of mine, and he took these pills.
Word?
No. He was taking these pills that were what's that yellow stuff you put on like Indian rice? I can't think
curry?
of. Yeah, it's like curry. So it's packed with that stuff from it, and it actually got rid of it more than the pills he was taking from the doctor. So
some of the old folk remedies. I know what you're talking about, dude.
So it worked, but just I don't know why they don't put it in the actual pill. Like you'd still be able. Most people don't even ask what's in the pill and why you're paying like $80 for it. So they can still get away with it. But are we getting a lot of repops?
No. I'm just I got this guy's attention, and was not prepared to get his attention.
I got it. Oh, no, Brigus got it.
Oh, Bregas.
Oh yeah, we're about to bring down the house. Just get closer to it.
Down the house.
I'm trying. They like the healers more than they like the tanks.
Oh, I'm gonna tell Velaz.
What are you gonna tell me?
Words and such.
All right there.
Yeah, we can. You started this one.
Did I? Why didn't you tell me that? God.
Because you
I
started
got
it.
extremely tired. It's been a long week, and I love my buddies. I love hanging out. So, the guys, like I said, this has been a week of alts. And these are all my alts, and this is the.
You there?
Hello?
Hello.
Are you abducted by aliens?
Yeah, got a little
Game
quiet
must
there.
have been.
Might have lost him there, guys. But yeah, as he was saying, we're gonna be going ahead and ending the episode here. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to reconnect. If we can get him back in here in the next few seconds, we'll wait. But yeah, we're gonna end the episode. We do want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoy these videos, definitely go check out the other guys. Check out Hydra Sync. There you go. You're back.
Splash page. So
Okay.
I want to thank Cypher Deck for coming out. Cypher, is there anything you want to give us?
Yeah, I want to say first off, we're thinking about everyone that we haven't been able to play with lately, ZK, and also just check out everybody else's channel, guys.
Appreciate that. AC Gamer, is there anything that you'd like to give a shout out to, sir?
Just check out the new videos we're gonna be coming out with, guys. Day of Infamy and a few other new games this week, as well as next week we got some more games coming out here. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out and let us know what you think.
And guys, we also have Nonal to call. Nonal, is there anything you'd like to bring up? Anything you'd like to suggest as far as maybe movie-wise?
Movie wise, yeah, there's some Star Trek haters among us, but it was a good show.
There you go,
I get
guys.
what
Go
you're
see
getting
Star
at there.
Trek, man. Go see Star Trek.
Uh,
Donald gives it a thumbs up, dude. So
I
check
give
it
a
out.
thumbs up.
I know eventually
And,
I'm going to go check it out myself. So there we go.
and great to see you guys, all you guys on the night. I like playing with my friends, playing with you guys, or even if I'm not there playing with you, it's great to catch up. So
Yeah, it was
Yep.
nice hanging out
Hear
with
from
you guys, man. It was good times, guys. And thanks. I love your butts. Leave us a comment, guys, if you have one, and we will catch you all in the next video.
Subscribe.
And like.
Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.